Chapter 3. Bump. The porter wheeled the trolley Tom was lying on into the hospital lift. The old misshapen man hummed quietly to himself as he pressed a button for the top floor. Tom hated being alone with him. It wasn't as if he'd done anything scary, he just looked scary. The boy had never seen anyone so spectacularly ugly before. Yes, there were teachers at his posh boarding school that were so unfortunate looking they had been given cruel nicknames by the boys, but none was as scary looking as the porter. There was Mrs. Rabbit, the Dome of Doom, Mr. Dead Squirrel on his head, the Hairy Gnome, Mrs. Goggle Eyes, Dr. Octopus, Mr. Clown Shoes, the Dinosaur, Miss Hooter, Professor Comb-Over. Ping! The lift doors closed. The porter smiled at Tom, but the boy looked the other way. He couldn't bear to look at the man. He seemed even creepier when he smiled. Those rotten and misshapen teeth that looked like a crunch through your bones. Tom's eyes scanned the man's name badge. Unlike the nurse and doctor he'd already met, this badge didn't have a name on it, but just the man's job. As the lift trundled slowly upwards, Tom's world gradually began to take shape. Little by little, he began piecing together the events that had brought him here. It had been a blazing hot summer's day, and he'd been playing cricket on the school pitch. The boy lifted his head slightly and looked down. He was still wearing his cricket whites. Despite his school priding itself on always coming top in cricket and rugby in the country, Tom wasn't good at sports. The school celebrated all its sporting heroes with cups and trophies and medals and special mentions by the headmaster and assembly. A boy who much preferred to hide himself away in the corner of the school library with some dusty old books like Tom could easily feel like a nobody. Tom was miserable at school and would wish the time away. If only the days and nights would pass quicker, he often thought to himself. The boy was only 12, but he longed to leave childhood behind forever. Then he'd be a grown-up and would not have to go to school any more. The school played cricket in the summer, and Tom immediately discovered the best part of the game for the reluctant sportsman, fielding. The boy would always place himself at the far edge of the pitch, so far out that Tom could indulge in his favourite pastime, daydreaming. So far out he could daydream the afternoon away. So far out there was little or no chance of the heavy, red leather ball ever coming your way. Well, that was Tom's thinking. This time he was wrong. Very wrong. As the numbers of the floors flashed past in the lift, the last thing Tom remembered flashed past in his mind. A heavy red leather ball, flying through the air straight towards him at terrific speed. Thud. Then everything went dark. Ping! This is your stop, young sir. Top floor. Home of Lord Spance Hospital's children's ward, slurred the porter. As the lift doors opened, the trolley was rolled out. The porter pushed Tom down yet another long corridor before a pair of tall doors banged open. Bang! The pair was inside the children's ward. Welcome to your new home, said the porter.